So, you want to explain what that was about?
What? It's her mascot, you twit.
Oh, mascot. Right. Why do I need a mascot again?
Those last 4 reviews were crap. I'm hoping introducing a new element to the show will improve the quality. However incremental that quality may be.
Well, at least you don't hate your own voice after having to edit 4 of these things.
That is not my concern. I shall leave you to your own devices. Review something. Ah, crack!
Hey, is that pizza?
Yeah, it's pizza.
Sweet. I'm starving. The boss says I can't eat people meat.
Don't thank me just yet. I need to put this in the oven to heat it up for like the next 15 minutes or so. Also, what?
Fine. What are we gonna do in the meantime?
Well, it's funny that you asked that. You see the shirt I'm wearing? What this shirt means is that we're going to review a movie. It's a film about small monsters that terrorize a bunch of people.
Is it Gremlins? I love that movie.
Ha 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 ha! Oh, sweet naive turtle. This is the internet. Why would we ever review something good? Yep, that's right. Critters. One of the several mini-monster movies made in the 80s to cash in on Gremlins. Or so you would think. But according to interviews with director Stephen Herrick, the first Critter script was written by Dominic Muir long before Gremlins even went into production. And it even underwent rewrites to be less like Gremlins. But since the film was released only 2 years after the success of Gremlins, people comparing the films was an inevitability. There are obvious differences between the two, though. Gremlins is about a young boy and his father learning about the consequences of broken rules and trying to fix his mistakes before it's too late. Critters is a little bit more of a sci-fi western with 2 bounty hunters trying to stop a group of marauding criminals. Gremlins are long, lanky reptilian creatures made via metamorphosis from small mammalian creatures called mogwai whenever they eat after midnight. The Gremlins are intelligent and mischievous, with a mind set on causing mayhem and chaos all in the name of fun. The Critters, or Krites on the other hand, are ravenous, furry, devious, alien criminals from outer space who exist simply to eat and to breed. They don't care about having fun or mischief. They just want a snack. And we're unfortunately on the menu. But when both of your films feature similar themes and ideas, that being tiny monsters on a rampage, comparison is bound to happen. Now, there's no question as to which is the better and more successful film, but Critters still received some acclaim upon release. Look, Siskel and Ebert even get 2 thumbs up. And we all know they were never wrong. Whatsoever. I'm not professional whatsoever. Siskel and Ebert jokes aside, however, the film still has its fair portion of fans. So, you know, I would consider myself part of that fan base. That does not mean the film aged well.
What's your boy?
The power's not actually on. The film opens at an asteroid prison where the captured Krites have just been transported for termination. When this alien Professor X ripoff notices the Krites doing something suspicious and sends a detail to check in on them.
Explosion and termination lock.
Damage report. Damn.
I probably should have left someone to watch the highly dangerous Death Row space porcupine criminals. Apparently, cops are scarce in space because the warden calls in a pair of aliens with clay skulls to capture the Krites.
And of course, of all the planets they could have chosen, they chose the only one that offers human Happy Meals.
It's here we are introduced to our main characters.
Let me guess. Let's see. Old MacDonald, loving wife and mother of 2 kids, bratty sister, family pet, and this kid.
You're a real shithead, you know?
Watch your profanity.
This kid is our hero, Bradley Brown, and he seems very keen on missing school.
Get yourself ready for school, boy.
Dad!
You miss that bus, I'm gonna skin you and hang your bones out to dry.
You have to forgive the film. It was made during a time when it was actually appropriate to discipline your children.
Turns out we've got another character we need to introduce. Charlie. Hold on, is he a drunk and crazy guy? Yes. Ha! Bingo! What the heck are you doing? Can't be 80s horror cliche bingo. What else? Why do I even bother with you? Meanwhile, in space, the warden once again proves how ineffective he is.
In my haste to get you on your way, there were a couple of things I neglected.
This guy sucks at his job and should be fired. Yeah, I agree. He informs the two that the Kreitz are headed to Earth, which is of course unaware that aliens exist. Luckily, these guys have a secret ability to transform into any form they want. Ah, that'll be handy for blending in among our primitive Earth culture, and... What's so funny? Yeah, I don't think blending in's gonna be their top priority here. Quinn, do they make any effort at all to be discreet? Not at all!
Earth is a culture of many contrasts. Their technological advances have been...
What the heck is that? Glorious, isn't it? Meet Johnny Steele. Slow-mo. Air-jumping rock star with his hit single, Hour of the Night, Hour of the Night, Hour of the Night. Hold on, you mean to tell me these guys can transform into whatever they want, presumably to blend in with whatever culture they are infiltrating, and this guy chooses to be a rock star? Why? Don't you see, my fuzzy green friend? He was compelled to. By the The song is cheesy, dated, not that good, and I just love it. Kinda like this movie. On a side note, as somebody who absolutely loves practical effects, the shape-shifting scene is pretty radical. Back at the farm, Brad is practicing for his career as a pyromaniac and... Hold on! Isn't that the drunk from earlier? Who? Charlie? Yeah, he's like, Jay's assistant. So, is he the first to die? No, actually, he's a major character for the next 3 sequels. Sure, why not?
That was the best one we ever did!
Yeah, that was real good.
Anyway, Brad's sister April arrives with her boyfriend. Okay, I know for a fact he's dying. What makes you say that? Look at him! His license plate. Too great? I don't give a shit what your other car is. He's a douche. And douches always die.
Now what?
Charlie decides while Jay's talking to the douchebag that he's gonna show off and score a bullseye on that product placement.
Careful, Charlie.
He misses.
Oh! Charlie. Bradley, Brad, I'm gonna kill you!
Yeah, my cocaine stash. Brad doesn't want Charlie to get fired, so he takes the blame and he gets
Grounded for life.
Later, the Browns are having an obligatory awkward dinner scene, when April decides it's time to die. I thought she just wanted to make out with him. Ugh, sex, death, it's the exact same thing in horror movies.
Helen, have you, talked to her about the way things are?
Years ago.
Years?
Already?
Meanwhile, Brad is up in his room working on more explosives. Seriously, this could be on an FBI watch list nowadays. 100% actually good, but it's different, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah, this is the only time you hear it.
Dang it!
Brad looks out his window to see April and her boyfriend getting to the car and driving over to the barn across from the house.
Well, that was pointless.
What do I want to see no barn for?
The critters finally land on Earth, and as per usual, the drunk is the only one to notice.
And now for the #1 song of the week, Johnny Steele's Power of the Night.
No, none of that. Turn that off. Well, glad to see I'm not the only one who's tired of that song. Uh-oh.
Brad tries to sneak out, and his father almost catches him. But Jay instead spots the spacecraft flying by and decides to check it out.
Finally, something's happening.
Yeah, Jay finds Brad and decides to take him along.
Of course he does.
The earthquake threw me clear out of my room. I could not believe it.
Oh, cut the bull, boy, and get your butt down here.
You know what? I think I'm gonna like these guys.
Brad and Jay search through their oddly foggy yard and stumble across a rather grisly sight.
Looks like one of the herd.
Please, we have the meats.
Holy shit!
Are you all right?
What is it?
They do the sensible thing and turn around and run. Meanwhile, the critters score their first victim, the sheriff's deputy.
You call that a death scene? That looks like one of your homemade movies.
Nice touch.
Tonight on Baby's first slasher film.
Please don't tell me that's another new Pokemon. There's only like 600 of them.
Something was staring at me.
What do you mean something? Where?
Over there by the window.
The bounty hunters finally land on Earth and find the cow from earlier, while the critters rather intelligently cut the power and phone lines and lure the family to the cellar.
This phone is dead.
What?
I want one! Why are you walking towards the obviously living creature?
Why are you walking towards the sniffling and growling creature?
That thing is clearly a wild animal of some kind. Why are you reaching your hand out?
Stop, don't come back. Help. Police. Murder.
No! You deserve this! You saw! There was no way you didn't see that! He smiled at you! You, good sir, are a grade A numbskull, and you deserve to be victim number 2!
Yeah, he doesn't die.
What? Well, surely one of the others gets eaten while rescuing.
Actually, no. Everyone makes it out of the cellar alive. Jay's a little messed up, and the mother even gets shot with a dart from the critters later, but they all make it out okay.
I feel cheated. Don't go anywhere. Shaggy Turtle Show will be right back.